All right. So, Kaitlin Bennett, of course. Let's go look at her Twitter, shall we? Liberty Hangout Twitter. Or at the very least, Liberty Hangouts Twitter. Her boyfriend might run the Twitter account, I'm not sure. Let's take a look over the past, I don't know, few days and see where they were at just prior to the election, shall we? Was the 3rd the election? God, it's been a long couple weeks. 3rd, let's go back to the 3rd and see what she was tweeting before then. Again, it might be her boyfriend who runs this account, I'm not sure. Wow, they've tweeted a lot. They're really trying to push this fraud bullshit. Here we go. Let's see what they were tweeting prior to the election and compare it to how they're acting now, shall we? Is it still 2020? It's almost over, I promise. One more day, they tweet. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. For the 2nd time in 4 years, we're going to shock the world and we're going to make America great again. How'd that work out? As we head into Election Day, we want to thank you guys for helping us spread Trump's message these last few years. It's been such a blast bringing you content from rallies and colleges. It'd be all for nothing if it weren't for your help. Let's win this tomorrow. Is it all for nothing since you guys lost now? Important reminder that this is how the country voted by precinct in 2016. I hate when they do this shit, guys. Everyone knows this at this point, but let's go over it again, because it bears repeating every single time, because people on the right will repeat this bullshit, okay? But you gotta combat it at every step. So this is what it looks like in terms of land mass. So a right-wing idiot who doesn't think at all looks at this map and goes, wow, look at how red it is. Why do Democrats ever win the election? It's so red. Of course, population density exists. So let's take a look at a map that's more accurate. Election map by population density. Her map was of 2016, so let's take a look at a 2016 map. Is this the GIF? This distorts the size, but you get it. This expands areas based on their population density. This does something similar and actually shows it by where people live, and you see it's much more even. Guys, empty land with dirt and trees on it or desert doesn't vote. Individual humans vote. That's why the map can look very red, but it doesn't mean that they're more popular. It means that right-wingers tend to live in rural areas with lower population density. All this red, all throughout this area, a lot of it's the desert where no one lives. It's one guy in a trailer cooking meth. Altered Rin with 85 bits. I don't know if you saw it on Jake's stream, but I made a little edit you might like. Also, another good news, I'll be able to buy legal weed soon since I live so close to New Jersey, and hopefully this will push New York to legalize soon. That's cool. That's pretty rad. Let me see what the link was.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
This is the only dance move I'm ever gonna use from now on. Jay with 100 bits. I hate sand, it gets everywhere and it votes Republican. That is good, though. Continuing on. Windchanter with 20 bits. So you think he'll have to be removed from the White House by force? I don't actually think that. I could be wrong. I don't think so. I think at some point it'll be basically explained to him, hey, like, look, you can't do this. It's gonna make you look terrible. Even if it literally, I would even believe, and I don't even think this is likely, but I would believe it could get to the point where literally military police show up in the Oval Office and are standing there, and Jared or Ivanka or someone has to go up to him, or even one of his other dumb kids, Eric, goes up to him and is like, listen, do you see these military police here? If you don't leave right now, you're going to get dragged out and you're going to look like the biggest idiot on the planet. Please leave. And then he would do it. He cares about his image, even though obviously you hear that and you go, what do you mean Donald Trump cares about his image? He acts like a jackass all the time. Right. But he thinks those things make him look strong. Being dragged out by military police at no point makes someone look strong. It makes him look like a jackass and it makes him look like a loser. So yeah, he would leave. He would leave. Continuing on with Liberty Hangouts tweets before the election. Biden's not getting a crowd because his supporters don't want to go out during a pandemic. Attends a riot with thousands of maskless protesters later that night. Guys, and this is a point that gets brought up in Sargon's videos too. It's not even just that people didn't want to show up to Biden's rallies. It's that they were intentionally limiting the amount of people who were allowed. Do you remember the circles on the ground that the right made fun of? Those are there for a reason, because they say, okay, we're going to have like 12 or 13 or 20 people at this rally. Let's pick them. And then they pick the people and they bring them. On the second, she goes, Democrats are trying to cheat. We can't let them get away with it. I've still yet to hear how we were supposed to have cheated. Again, though, we did a real bad job because the Republicans still won the Senate and Mitch McConnell still has his job. So we really, really suck at cheating, guys. We have some generic Trump tweets.
Nothing funny about the tools of
Democrats,
capitalism.
2 days ago. Trump is going to declare victory on election night, but it will take weeks to count the ballots. Democrats today. Some states are going to be called early, and Trump is going to say not all votes have been counted yet. You can't have it both ways. Honestly, you can, though. Trump did both of those things. That actually happened. Trump both tried to declare victory on election night, and even a few days after, and also said, no, we need to continue counting votes in Arizona. So no, Trump did both of those things. What are you talking about? Real prophetic footage of January 20th, 2021. Ben Carson has COVID. Yes, Ben Carson has COVID. I'm not shocked.
Sir, we have to get going.
What?
We have to get going, sir.
I don't want to go.
I know, but it's time to go.
I don't want to go.
It's time to go.
I don't want to
Sir,
go.
it's time to go.
I don't want to go.
Come on,
I don't want to go.
Let's finish this. Yes, we did finish this. Shout out to everyone who abandoned libertarianism 4 years ago like us to join the winning team. Oof. Oof. Guys, remember how libertarians, if they just voted for Trump, would have won in Michigan? I remember. Windchanter with 20 bits. It all started on network television, ended in a seedy back alley in Philly. True. Antipodian Squid. But Hannah, you cheated. You did. It doesn't matter if there's evidence. You're all just dirty cheaters. Cheaties who cheat. True, you actually don't need evidence of cheating. If you just say it, it's like a magic word. It just makes you win somehow. Who else is watching Trump's final campaign rally? Don't care. Let's see how... Because, again, we knew this was going to happen. This was reported on prior to the election day, guys. We knew this was going to happen because of mail-in ballots, the whole red mirage thing. So I'm curious, into election evening, let's say, whether or not Kaitlin starts declaring victory. Oh my god. Unironically, Kaitlin tweeted this. It's a JPEG-y Donald Trump put out in front of Handmaid's Tale with a... I guess I don't know if... Is this a shot from actual Handmaid's Tale? I haven't caught up. Did the Washington Monument get turned into a cross in Handmaid's Tale? Because that's messed up. But Kaitlin tweeted that unironically. It did? Ooh, I gotta catch up on that show. It's a good show. And now, honestly, I stopped watching that show because it was so stressful. So once Biden gets sworn in, I can probably start watching Handmaid's Tale again. Anyway, let's see what they continue to say. Anyone know how we can watch OWN for their election coverage? Not interested in turning on fake news Fox tonight. Guys, isn't it amazing that Fox News is getting turned on by people on the right because they don't think Fox News is right-wing enough? Honestly, I want to have a drink with Rupert Murdoch and just say, like, what did you think was going to happen? You courted America's dumbest voters. You radicalized them, and then you expected no one else to use that against you, you absolute moron. I'm trying to see if she declares victory at any point. You about to lose your job.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Bumble Homestead with 20 bits. Wait, they were libertarians and now they're monarchists? How does that happen? Because as it turns out, a lot of libertarians are secretly just fascists who hide behind libertarianism, even though it doesn't make any sense and it's completely opposed to their actual worldviews. Florida is Trump country. Yeah, good thing. Can I just... and here's a good thing, too. Can we just point out that Florida is becoming less and less relevant electorally, and I love it? Can we just all agree to everyone take pickaxes out to the border between Georgia and Florida and just hammer at the ground until we can somehow separate it, push it like the Patrick meme from SpongeBob? How about we take Florida and we push it over there, and then Florida can just be like a Mad Maxian swamp island out in the middle of nowhere? They're back. Who's back? Oh, Coping MAGA. Yeah, I saw they got suspended for a little bit. I wonder why. Probably just right-wingers flagging them because their butt hurt, I would guess. Anyway. Liberty Hangout on the 3rd says the Democrats underestimated how much support President Trump has. The silent majority is real, and it's going to be very loud today. As it turns out, no, Trump supporters continue to and always have been the loud minority. We know this because even in 2016, they lost the popular vote by millions of votes. Can we give it back to Spain? Sure. Spain, come pick up your Florida, please. It's waiting in the lobby.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Joe Biden 2020, and then it's the old man yells at cloud meme. Irony. Antipodians go to 20 bits. Oh yeah, we've also tabled the biggest petition to Parliament in history of our nation for a royal commission into Murdoch's media hold on Australia. He almost has a monopoly, and in Queensland does have a monopoly and media bias. It was started by a left former prime minister and then supported by a former right prime minister. That's pretty cool. There we have Donald Trump as a literal king. Gross.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Thank you, Emmo. Addicted for 20 bits. Fun fact, during World War II, the Hel Peninsula in Poland actually briefly became an island as resistance against the Nazis blew the land up to try and separate and buy time. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that. Retweet if you think Trump is going to pull off a win again. 312 people were wrong. If Trump wins the popular vote and Biden wins the electoral vote, will Democrats accept the results? Hey, more pertinent question now, Kaitlin. If Biden wins the popular vote and wins the electoral vote, will right-wingers accept the results? It seems like the answer might be no, because y'all are sick in the head. As voting comes to a close, let us pray for our country and pray for President Trump. We gave him our votes, and now he needs our prayers. I'm glad prayer is pretty impotent as far as actions goes. That's nice. We humbly ask for the intercession of St. John Paul II in our elections, a fierce opponent of communism. We pray that he may petition the Lord to protect our country from the evils of socialism. We ask for this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Paul II walks up to God. Hey, God. What's up, Paul? So, I've been petitioned to come to you, and rally against the socialism. And God goes, socialism, that thing that makes sure people don't get too wealthy, like how in the Bible, I had Jesus say, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. And I said that love of money is the root of all evil and all that. That stuff's not, you want me to fight against that? The poopa girl, she say to me, fight against communism. We must make the wealthy more wealthy. God's just like, all right, Paul, thanks for your input. Talk to you in 1,000 years or something. Elmo addicted. F right off. He was Polish, by the by, so wrong accent. Also, for all his sins of hiding pedophilia, he was very pro-union and pro-workers' rights. Yeah, but he lived in the Vatican for a while, so in my head they're all Italian, even though they're not. Every pope gets an Italian accent, because I'm basic. Wow, they really, really, really are like, Trump won Florida, Trump won Florida, Trump won Florida. And he lost the United States, which is the one that mattered, I guess. Florida's just part of it. Fox News is saying Biden... We'll get to the actual video soon, by the way. I just wanted a preamble to let you know where Kaitlin was on election night and after. KC Zer, thank you for subscribing with Prime and Towing 24. Can you and Jake bring back God Office to do that for a bit? Maybe. It's been a long time since we've done that. Fox News is saying Biden has an 89% probability of winning North Carolina, while the New York Times predicts Trump will win. Says everything you need to know about the reliability of the media right now. Yeah, it's almost like statistical analysis done differently can lead you to different predictions. Weird. Antipodian Squid with 20 bits. Hannah is a basic bitch confirmed. Something pumpkin spice lattes. True. Very true. Trump has a 300,000 vote lead in Virginia right now, and Fox called it for Biden 2 hours ago. What a joke. Guys, calling elections is about statistical probability. You don't just look at how many votes someone has at the moment. You look at how many votes are meant to still come in and the districts that they're coming from. If you're 300,000 votes ahead, but there's 2 million votes left to count, and they're all from really, really blue districts, chances are you're going to lose. That's how that works.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Liberty Hangout on November 3rd says, as reassuring as it is to see Trump looking good in a lot of these states, I want to know who the hell is voting for Biden? The majority of people who voted, as it turns out. The Great Pudini, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. Querulous Artisan with 20 bits. Where were you when Biden's win was announced? I was stuck in mire. I was in bed. I think I caught up, yeah. Fox News tweets this moments after Trump pulls ahead in Ohio. What a heaping pile of trash. If Trump loses Ohio, it's over. That's not a like, if he had lost Ohio, it would have been over right then. That's true. Frustrating. Did I miss something? Oh, Femoid Manlet, thank you for following. And Great Pudini, thanks for following too. Missed that one.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Chuck RM, thanks for following.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Freaking Out 99. Hope you do skits like God's Office. If you do the Book of Mormon Reloaded, that would be fun. Young Mammon, thank you for following as well.
There's nothing funny about the
If
tools
Joe
of
Biden does
capitalism.
better than Hillary Clinton did, then she is truly a failure at life. True. Anyway, you get where Kaitlin was. She's your typical crazy right-winger who is absolutely not accepting the results of the election whatsoever. So let's see what she has now
There's nothing
in her
funny about the
video.
tools of
She's
capitalism.
very, very mad. She's very mad and she's grasping at straws. So she's going to try and make Democrats look stupid like she always does by doing man in the street segments. I've talked before about how much I hate man in the street segments because the majority of the population of the United States is stupid. Not even just the United States, I'd say the world. Even if they're not stupid, people are very bad at articulating the points they want to say. People, on the whole, are not good at speaking for long periods of time in full sentences about the things they believe and explaining why they believe them. It's why people like me, people like Jake, people like all sorts of people on Twitch or YouTube or the actual mainstream media, why that's their job, because it's a skill set that a majority of people do not possess. A lot of people can't be asked questions about the things they believe and articulate why they believe them in an effective manner. So, man in the street segments are basically an exercise in look at how bad at communication people are, or look at how stupid people are, and it's like, yep, we know. So, Kaitlin, faced with the loss of President Trump, in the face of one of the most milquetoast candidates in the history of the United States, is going to go and try and cope and make herself feel better by interviewing people on the street. Something that has absolutely no effect on the results of the election. Let's have fun and take a look, shall we?
I want civility, humanity, decency in the office, and I'm so glad that Biden is president. And
He's not the president yet.
He's the president.
No.
Okay, well, by the time this airs, then he'll be the president. So
This will air probably tonight.
Okay.
Trump saying he can grab.
Trump supporters demand to know if Navajo congressman is here illegally. Let that sink in for a moment. Gross.
Butthole to know that that's really his butthole? I don't think so. So
Would you like to see?
That's really silly argument.
Is that decent?
This is part of the discourse.
Is it decent? Is that
Not
decent?
By asking that question.
I don't take pictures of my butthole and upload them online.
Kaitlin, to be fair, someone did take a picture of your butt and upload it online. The hole was just covered by all the shit that was coming out of it. So let's not split hairs here, Kaitlin, okay?
We're here in Clearwater where we are asking people what the heck they think is going on with this 2020 election. And do they really think Joe Biden got more votes than Barack Obama did in 2008?
Kaitlin, he did. He did. This is like the highest voter turnout in decades. And the reason is because people hate Donald Trump. Some people really love Donald Trump, and they also turned out in record numbers. But the people who hate Donald Trump also hate Donald Trump with such a vicious vigor that they all went out and voted. I know, Kaitlin, losing an election hurts. I was there for 2016. That was also very sad. But I was sad because there was a racist fascist, and you're just sad that the racist fascist lost this time, so I don't really feel bad for you. It is interesting, though, that the levels of cope are this high. You need to learn to accept it. Just admit Joe Biden is, in fact, your president. Donald Trump's my president for the next 2 months, and then he'll be gone, and I'll never have to pay attention to him again. So we have 4 years coming up of Sleepy Joe being your president, Kaitlin. Maybe get used to it.
There's nothing funny about
Okay.
capitalism.
Mermanda just logged on. Oh god, this bitch. Yep, that's my reaction too.
Is your son smoking crack and taking selfies of his butthole decency?
Do we have Biden butthole pics? Do we have Biden's son butthole pics? Can I see those What the heck is... Hold on. What's Joe Rogan's, the guy that pulls stuff up for him? Jamie, can we get those butthole pics? Jamie, let me see those pictures of Hunter Biden's butthole.
Here we have a Pennsylvania
Low Carthana, no. Oh, but yes, though.
native ballot counter looking for more Joe Biden ballots. Any luck?
Yeah. It's okay, Kaitlin. We found all the ballots we need. Joe Biden won.
Nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Do they think we voted for Biden's son? I don't know about you guys, but I voted specifically for Biden's son's butthole. On the ballot, there was no bubble for Biden Hunter's butthole, so I just circled Joe Biden, and I was like, that'll do. Close enough. We're butthole adjacent.
If you could describe your feelings.
Oh, I missed your bits. Sorry. Let me go get them. Is it too much to think that Trump might run in every Republican primary from now on and embarrass the F out of them? That'd be pretty funny. He might try. We'll see what he's looking like in 4 years.
Feelings about the election, and we're into Saturday. They just declared, or the media declared Joe Biden the president.
They did not declare him the president, Kaitlin, and this is something that the right has, like, completely misconstrued since it happened, because they're trying to act like this is some affront. Guys, AP News, which is the most reliable news source in the country, has projected an election winner in every election since 1849. This is not a new thing. This is the job of the media, to report the news. That's how it works. They have said, rightfully so, the vote count as it stands shows that Joe Biden has won not only the popular vote, but the electoral college, which is what matters in terms of electability. He won. He won in every way you can possibly win. Get over it. You gotta get over it, Kaitlin. Start figuring out what you're gonna be doing for the next 4 years. Antipodian Squid. I didn't realize Joe Biden's son's butthole was an electable option, but I'm suddenly glad I wasn't able to vote. I would have voted Biden, and I would not have such regret for not voting butthole. True.
What is your initial reaction to everything going on?
Well, I heard that Trump's trying to have all the states recount everything. I think he's just being a sore loser, because Biden would be a great president, and plus we need somebody else right now with everything that's been going on.
Biden will be a better president than Trump, but that bar is so low it's basically at the floor. So, Devious Chilster with 20 minutes. I mean, who are the little bubbles on the ballot sheet if not little buttholes? True.
The past year,
Yeah.
with Corona and everything, Trump really hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? And I really think Biden would be a good president. I don't go with either of their political views, but I'd rather have somebody else in the office.
Right. So what would you want Biden to do that Trump hasn't?
Let's see. Take coronavirus seriously and maybe do a national mask mandate. For one, that'd be good. Listening to scientists in general, not just in terms of infectious disease, because that's obviously a pretty pertinent issue right now, but also things like climate change. Ensuring that the tax system in this country works to favor those who actually work for a living, and actually make sure that people who are wealthy pay their fair share of taxes to make sure society runs correctly. Those would all be good starts. Making sure that people who come here, who live here and have lived here for decades, regardless of whether or not they're documented, let's just say they've been here long enough. Yeah, fine. You live here. Here's amnesty. Here's your citizenship. Now you can start paying taxes. These are all positive things that I think would be good. And again, this is why I don't like man on the street segments. People aren't very good at articulating their points because a lot of people are emotional voters. They don't necessarily think about the policy issues. Or if they do, they think about them at a very surface level and don't think about why they exist. But regardless, Kaitlin, why do you think it matters what this one random person on the beach in Florida thinks? It's not going to change the results of the election. The results being that Joe Biden got more votes in the states that counted. All the states count, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about swing states specifically. Joe Biden got the votes, and he won. He won because he got more votes. That's how the election works.
That's a hard question. I don't know, really.
But you think he'd handle it better?
Yeah.
Do you know what Trump has done so far?
Nothing. Like, yes, he's had everybody do the masks and everything, and I don't really...
He hasn't even done that. There's no national mask mandate. This is why I don't like man on the street things. They don't know what they're talking
go
about.
much into politics. I'm not really a political person.
Who'd you vote for?
Oh, Joe Biden.
You voted for Joe Biden.
Ask me why.
Why?
Decency.
Decency.
Ask me why again.
Why again?
Leadership.
Leadership.
That's all I got.
Yes,
to say.
I love the guy.
Decency
I love. You know what's decent?
I kind of like this guy's energy, though. He's not taking any of Kaitlin's shit. That's kind of funny.
I love it when decency comes through.
Son smoking crack decency?
But that's the thing.
Is your son smoking crack and taking selfies of his butthole decency?
Jamie, can we get some pictures of that butthole? Jamie, pull up pictures of that butthole. Jamie, please. Jamie, it appears Jamie's killed himself. Never mind. You'll have to search out those butthole pics yourself. I don't care if someone takes pictures of their own butthole. I really don't. I do not care if someone takes pictures of their butthole. For one thing, I didn't vote for Hunter Biden. But secondly, if you'd come out and said, Joe Biden has pictures on his phone of his own butthole, I'd be like, my first question would probably more likely be, who took the picture? Because taking pictures of your butthole, that's not a one-person task. That's, you at least need a tripod, okay? And but it wouldn't matter. Like, it would be hilarious. But I don't care if someone takes pictures of your butthole. In terms of the drug usage, it's like common knowledge that Hunter Biden has had, like, substance abuse issues. And that's a medical issue. Addiction is a medical issue. It does not, like, defame someone's moral character, no matter how much people on the right seem to think it does. Also, this dude looks like he's been crying all week. Look at his eyes. He looks exhausted.
Is
President? Stop.
You said stop.
This is the first time I know of a president's son who smoked crack and takes selfies of his butthole.
Hey guys, we're looking for more Joe Biden ballots. Are there any more out there?
Kaitlin, we got enough. He won. I appreciate the help, Kaitlin, but we got all the ballots. We got all the ballots we need. He won. Thanks, though.
Check underneath the seat. Check in your tents. There might be more Joe Biden ballots out there. We keep finding them everywhere. We're just looking for more, guys. We're missing about 5 million more Joe Biden ballots. Check.
Stone Corbell. Sorry, I missed your bits. Stone Corbell says, my main issue with Trump's response to COVID is that he downplayed and cast doubts on the medical response to it from the start, politicizing it and turning his rabid cultish fan base against the response. If we had a real president when this started who had said, yeah, this is what the doctors say we need to do, let's do it, and not turned it into some political game at every level, things would be so much better right now. I agree. Agree.
Check underneath your seat. Thank you, guys. Joe Biden 2020. Yes.
I like that everyone's just like ignoring her. They're like, all right, this crazy lady again.
Check the ocean. They're in there. Do we honestly believe that Joe Biden got 5 million more votes than Barack Obama did?
No chance.
It's pretty cool.
Kaitlin, here's a phrase that you might be familiar with. Facts don't care about your feelings. I know you feel like that doesn't make sense because you think everyone hates Joe Biden as much as you do, but most people don't hate Joe Biden. I don't like Joe Biden. I think he's a centrist lib and I'm not a fan, but I don't hate him like I hate Donald Trump.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Like, the reason he got more votes is because this is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. This was ridiculous. Donald Trump is a monster. And we fucking slew him at the ballot box. It was kind of beautiful. So, I understand your feelings are hurt that you lost, and you don't understand why everyone doesn't want to suckle on King Trump's toes like you do. But you were wrong. Your feelings led you astray. The facts show that Joe Biden got more votes, and that's why he won. So the sooner you can start accepting that, the better off I think you'll be moving forward. So maybe give that a try. Cool.
Cool that Biden came through, though.
came through.
Yeah.
You think that's cool?
Yeah.
How so?
Because I feel like he can do a lot for this country. You know, raising taxes will help like rebuild everything. You know.
Rebuild what?
You don't even know what you're
No, I know what I'm talking about. I'm nervous. I'm out of breath.
Therapy mode, Hannah.
So you are not denying that Joe Biden wants to raise taxes?
No, I'm not denying that.
This is, again, why I don't like man in the street segments. It has nothing to do with the actual truth of the matter. It has everything to do with what random idiot on street thinks. Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on people who make over $400,000 a year. As they should. That's good. I'm happy about that. Yes, raise taxes on people who make more than $400,000 a year. I have zero qualms about that.
No.
And you think that that's a good thing?
Yeah.
Philosophy Light
I think
with
it's
a
situational.
with
It can be good for multiple
subscription.
different things. Raising taxes can also mean lowering.
Philosophy Light says 4 months subbed and Hannah still can't pronounce my name. Actual Jake Hands. Oh God. Philosopholite. Is that it? Philosopholite? Oh shit.
Bring something else, but if he doesn't lower something
I accidentally got rid of the John Doyle tab, but it's fine. You didn't have a video anyway.
else, why raising taxes or something like that,
What would he lower? What's something else he would lower to
like
raise
maybe
taxes?
healthcare benefits or something like that. That's the only reason why it would be beneficial.
All right. All right, we'll make sense of that. So, okay, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think of Trump's supporters as people?
They're toxic.
How old are you guys?
126.
104, so you voted for Joe Biden?
No, I'm not from this country. I don't vote.
Yes? Yeah, I don't know. I would check. I would double check. You sound like the perfect someone that would vote for Joe Biden.
God, the cope is so hard. We don't like how the vote went, so we're gonna say a bunch of dead people and people not from this country voted, even though that's not how it works. MMO Addicted with 30 bits. I wish Poop Girl was recorded actually talking to someone who knows their shit. Some third party... Oh, sorry, the chat keeps scrolling. Makes it hard to read. Someone third party would have to record it because, sure, she would never publish it herself getting pooped on. True. Phosphophyllite. Phosphophyllite. Oh, I'm never going to get that. Tinker Tailor 84 with 25 bits. Excuse me. The number of millionaires in potential who oppose increasing taxes because I don't earn over $400,000 a year yet is insane to me. I don't even get that. That's still selfish. If I ever was fortunate enough to make over $400,000 a year, you bet your ass you should tax me more. Even people who think they're just like temporarily embarrassed millionaires who are like that are still selfish assholes. That's the definition of being a selfish asshole, is assuming that, like, you're going to be in that situation so you don't want it to happen to you. Fuck these people. If you make that much money, you have more money than you'll ever need in your life if you keep that up. Have investments if you want, and that's fine. Those should be taxed as well, but at the end of the day, you have tons of money. I'm not going to shed a single tear over you getting taxed at a higher rate. And people don't understand marginal tax rates either. Idiots think that, oh, I make $400,000 a year, I better, or I make $399,000 a year, I better not make another $1,000, otherwise all my taxes are go up. No. Once you hit $400,000, only your $401,000 will be taxed at a higher rate. Everything below that is still taxed at the lower rate. There's income brackets. People are so stupid, and I hate it.
You know, that this really is a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. There's more people here on this beach than at a Joe Biden rally. But he got 74 million votes.
I know! Isn't that crazy? Kaitlin, again, I talked about this earlier. Joe Biden's rallies had a specific number of people they were allowing at them because COVID is a thing. And we told you guys this time after time. Every time you idiots brought this up, you or Sargon or John Doyle, every single time, me or Jake or the Surfs or someone would say, hey, he's not just having open rallies like Trump. He's intentionally only speaking to groups of like 12 or 20 something people. This is not indicative of the number of people who are going to vote for him. But every time we go, oh, look at all these people in the circles, social distancing, low energy. We fucking warned you, idiots! We warned you, and you never listen. Never once do you listen to people. Just God. And this is what's causing this. And now you're just gonna cry for a month, for 2 months, because you're not able to accept reality, because you allowed yourself to get blindsided, because you didn't listen.
Of course, who would question that? Is it decent to be sold out to the Ukrainian government with your son?
That's not true. This is the
That's not
problem.
true.
This is conspiracy theories.
How is that not true? The FBI has confirmed that these things are true.
No, they have not. They absolutely have
I
not.
guess the pictures of Hunter Biden's butthole aren't true either.
Kaitlin, what about the pictures of your butthole and the shit that came out of it? And also, Kaitlin, jokes aside, what would Hunter Biden's butthole have to do with being in debt to Ukraine? Just curious. Like, how does the butthole photo come into play in whatever claim you're making about Ukraine? That's some tasty salt. Yes, it is.
I've not seen that, and that would be made-up conspiracy theories.
Jamie, let's get that butthole picture. Jamie has risen from the dead as a zombie. Jamie, can we get that butthole picture? No? Okay. Jamie is refusing to show the butthole picture out of some sort of moral misgivings. It's frustrating.
You don't think that's true? So there's no pictures of his butthole.
OCP, thanks for subscribing it for 5 months. Hello, Hannah. Let's enjoy the tears.
That he took.
If you're looking at that, and
Are there really pics? I don't know. Let me find out. I'll look. Without you guys, obviously. Hold on. I gotta turn off the camera so you guys can't, you know, I'm not gonna blast someone's butthole pics. Hunter Biden butthole pics. Do 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 do. I'll describe the butthole if I'm able to see them.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I'll just try and find all the pics, and I'm sure the butthole will be in there. Hunter Biden leaked pics. You want to see? Well, I'm sorry, I can't show you butthole on Twitch. Phosphophyllite. Even if there are pics of his butthole, why does it matter to Joe Biden? I have no idea. I still don't understand. 3 pictures disclosed. Okay, let me see the pictures. Where are these pics at? Oh, ho, ho, ho! Wow, that's 2 ladies. One of them's riding Joe. Okay, it's a picture of 2 unknown women. One of them is riding Biden, for lack of a better word, and the other one is just like on his chest. Am I supposed to find that scandalous? I don't find threesomes scandalous, believe it or not, because I'm an adult and it's the year 2020. Oh, okay. I see his pee-pee. Pretty decent size donger. There's a girl in the bathtub as he takes a picture of his. Wow! Holy hell! Okay, it was soft before, but in this picture it is at full attention, friends. And let me tell you, holy shit! Dr. Gamble with 20 bits, so buttholes, huh? Guys, Hunter Biden has a ginormous wiener. I don't know if anyone wants to see it, but, like, I'm not going to show you for obvious reasons. But, like, if you search this out on your own, Hunter Biden has, like, a ginormous penis. Like, it's pretty good. Jesus Christ. I am not a size queen. If I were in a situation with anyone and they had a penis that size, it would scare me.
Funny about the tools of
it would scare me. And that's just a picture of some lady. Feet pics. Pics of his donger wrapped around some feet. Okay. I didn't see a butthole pic. Sorry, folks. Does Kaitlin just not want to talk about his ginormous wiener? Kaitlin, why won't you talk about the wiener? Talk about the giant Hunter Biden wiener. No wonder Jill is always smiling. No, I'm not going to show the penis, obviously.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Hunter Biden is giving Anthony Weiner a run for his money.
Look at
Have you
it.
seen his actual butthole to know that that's really his butthole? I don't think so.
Would you like to see?
That's really silly argument.
Is that decent?
This is part of the discourse.
Is it decent? Is that decent?
By asking that
If we're talking about his pictures, Kaitlin, it's more than decent. It's ginormous. And Podium Squid. That's the real reason the right are mad, because when it came to Trump's sex scandals, those involved all commented on his small stature. It all comes down to penis envy.
I don't take pictures of my butthole and upload them online. There's a lot.
Wrong. In fairness, she didn't upload that one. Someone else did.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. I had to step away for a while. What have we marked on the bingo card? I haven't been doing the bingo card, so I don't know. Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. I just take a look at my enormous penis and all my troubles start melting away. Phosphophylite with 69 bits. No, but someone else did.
A lot that I want to say about the election that Facebook would fact check me for saying. If you want to see my raw, uncensored opinion and behind the scenes.
Oh no, being fact checked. We can't have that. Come to our right-wing conservative monarchist safe space where we're going to spread lies and talk about Hunter Biden's butthole, but ignore his large pee-pee. Dude spanking dudes with 20 bits. FFS. I told my dad that I'm pissed about people in Florida not wearing masks at the beach. I live in Florida where the beaches are. My dad says not to worry about it because we wear masks and the other people will just get sick. Mother effer, this is why I lost my job, because the building had to close down because there was no business because of COVID. It's the reason I have to wear a mask at the library. The reason I can't see my only in real life friend. I hate this attitude. I agree. And then phosphophylite. Yes, that's right, with 69 bits. Nice.
Scenes footage from here at the beach. Go to libertyhangout.tv. It helps support my work, and it helps you watch my content, even if big tech takes me off.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I still...
Can we ban Kaitlin at this point? Like, YouTube. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. She's using your platform as a pipeline to send people to her alt-right monarchist website. Like, if I started a YouTube channel and I started sending people to Stormfront, you bet your ass I'd be deleted, rightfully so. Wing the Ultimate Nug with 20 bits. Why don't people understand that masks don't work wet? I don't know anything about that. Tiger White 94 with 20 bits. I'm a bisexual man. I'm all for talking about and looking at literal male buttholes, but why are we talking about male buttholes right now? Because Kaitlin's obsessed with Hunter Biden's beehole.
Regardless of who goes in the White House, I still have to get up and go to work every day.
Absolutely.
I have to go to work, so it doesn't matter to me. Now, if I was rich, it'd be a different conversation. Or if I was poor, it'd be a different conversation. But because I have to work every day.
God, I hate this attitude. The lack of education of people about how politics affects their everyday life is crippling people like this. Like, the fact that you have to go to work every day and get up and you're so tired that you can't do anything is a result of a political system that doesn't care about the working class. It's a political system that doesn't allow powerful unions to push back against the corporate overlords that control their lives. It's a political system that doesn't allow vacation days granted to every worker like they are in so many European countries. Sick days as well. Maternity leave. Paternity leave. Like, this person doesn't understand that the fact that they are not involved in politics is one of the things that is causing their life to be bad. It's frustrating.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Does it matter that Biden has supported national lockdowns that might, lock the state down and make your job maybe not as open? Might have to cut costs or cut workers. Is that, you're not worried about it?
I'm not.
All right, perfect. Well, coming over to you, because you're next. Okay. All right. What do you think?
Okay. I think I'm done with Kaitlin for now. We're not even halfway done with the video, but we get what she's doing. She's just upset, and she's trying to cope, you know? She can do whatever she wants, I guess, but it's just depressing seeing her still in the denial phase of not believing that Joe Biden actually beat Donald Trump. Joe Biden, one of the worst presidential candidates in decades, and beat Donald Trump. 270 viewers. If each one of you was an elector, we would have won the election. Me personally, not Joe Biden. Joe Biden did win the election. I just mean me. Stephen J. Neptune Man of 20 bits. My cousin has the same attitude. These politicians ain't gonna save you, he says as he lights up his 5th joint of the day and cuts another shitty rap song to post on Spotify. Anyway, so that's Kaitlin Bennett. She's not taking this very well. She's talking about Hunter Biden's butthole. She's at the Hunter Biden butthole cope stage, wherever that is. This guy looks like Justin Bieber in a Beethoven wig. All right, let's move on.